Board meeting for Tuesday, December 8th. It's now 6:30. Item number 2. Director Donato, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, please join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Director Donato. Item 3, roll call vote, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Madam President. Division 7, Gary Van Dam.
Here.
Division 6, Audrey Miller.
Here.
Division 5, Robert Paris.
Here.
Division 4, Justin Lane. Division 3, Frank Donato.
Here.
Division 2, Keith Dias.
Here.
Division 1, Shelley Sourceable.
Here.
Dwayne Chisholm.
Here.
Tilden Kim.
Here.
And Holly Hughes present.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. Item number 4, adoption of agenda.
I'll make a motion we adopt the agenda. This is Keith.
Director Miller, I'll second.
Thank you very much. Roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam.
Yes.
Audrey Miller.
Yes.
Robert Paris.
Yes.
Justin Lane.
Yes.
Frank Donato.
Yes.
Keith Dias.
Yes.
Shelley Sourceable.
Yes, thank you. Item number 5, public comment period and period open to the public. If there's anybody on the Zoom call that would like to address the board on any item that's not on the agenda, now would be the time. Okay, item 5A, voluntary public roll call. If there's any member of the public on this teleconference, video conference that wishes to identify themselves as present for this meeting, please do so now for the record in our minutes.
Marilyn Glenn, also Community Service District.
Thank you.
John Joyce, a reporter for the community newspapers.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much for being on our call with us. Item number 6, new business. We don't have any items to consider for new business, so we'll move on to item number 7, the consent calendar.
I'll make a motion we approve the consent calendar. This is Keith.
I'll second it. This is Frank.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam.
Yes.
Audrey Miller.
Yes.
Robert Paris.
Yes.
Justin Lane.
Yes.
Frank Donato.
Yes.
Keith Dias.
Yes.
Shelley Sourceable.
Yes. Thank you. The consent calendar passes. Item number 8A, Finance Committee, Director Donato.
I believe we're moving this onto a further agenda. Is that correct?
Okay, we're going to postpone this item, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Director Donato. Item 8B, Director Lane, Public Information Committee.
I wasn't present at the last meeting, so I'm going to have to pass it on to Dwayne or whoever else is there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, this is Dwayne Chisholm, and I'll provide the staff report for this item. The item before you tonight is to approve a quote submitted by AV Signs and Designs in the amount of $49,911.11 for the fabrication and installation of signage at the Operations Center, Quartz Hill Treatment Plant, Eastside Treatment Plant, and the Roseville Water Treatment Plant. If the board will remember, back in December 2019, the Board of Directors approved a legacy program to celebrate the agency's 60-year anniversary. The purpose of the legacy program was to recognize the board members that have made a long, dedicated service to the agency, and renaming several facilities in their honor. The facilities that were decided to be renamed were the Quartz Hill Water Treatment Plant, and changed that to George M. Lane Water Treatment Plant, the Antelope Avek Operations Center to the Frank S. Donato Operations Center, Rosamond Treatment Plant to Pete Dias Water Treatment Plant, and the Eastside Water Treatment Plant to Carl B. Hunter Jr. Water Treatment Plant. The cost estimate to fabricate and install the signage was prepared by AV Signs and Designs. They've previously done some work for the agency, and they have performed successfully in the past. In order to save on costs, AV Signs and Designs utilize the existing concrete mounting structures, and is merely replacing the old signs with the new signs. The total cost for this was $49,911.11. We did get a second bid for this particular project at $77,099 from Heritage Sign, and the Public Information Committee recommended the lower bid. We would like to, if we could, Holly, if you could give the board a view of what the signage would look like. We have pulling that up now. You can see this is what the new sign would look like. The existing structure here, this is for the Rosamond Treatment Plant. Would look something similar to this. Next slide. This would also be on the building that has a frontage on the main boulevard that follows the Rosamond Treatment Plant.
Shell site.
Shell site, yes. Next slide. This is here for the Quartz Hill facility, and you can see that we've taken the existing sign and added the two new names and the Antelope Valley East Kern Water Agency at the top. And looking at the building signs, I want to get to the next slide. You can see that would be the way the sign would look like for the Operations Center. And the next sign, this would be for the treatment plant side. And finally, if we there's a directional sign that's part of the bid to help people that come to the administration building get to the right building for the services they require. Next slide. And this would be the Carl E. Hunter Jr. water treatment plant for the Eastside water treatment plant. And this is what it looks like there. And then next slide shows you the building sign. So those are applied. That's what the signage would look like. These are aluminum type signs that are applied to the existing concrete structures and also on the facades of the building. Should give us a long life, and the committee and the staff would recommend moving forward with this particular item. This is a budgeted item in the budget this year. Happy to answer any questions that you may have.
This is Frank. I'll go ahead and make a motion that we approve item 8B1 for the lower bid of $49,911.11.
This is Director Miller. I second that motion.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam,
Yes.
Audrey Miller,
Yes.
Robert Paris,
Yes.
Eston Lane,
Yes.
Frank Donato,
Yes.
Keith Dias,
Yes.
Kelly Sourceable.
Yes. Motion 8B1 passes. General Manager Chisholm, I have a question for you. The signs on the buildings and the people that they're named after, is it true that they've all been part of Avek for how many years minimum?
Over 30 years.
What a great accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you very much for your service. Okay, moving on to item number 9, old business, we have none, and number 10, general manager's report.
Yes. There we go. Here's General Manager's report for December 8th, 2020. It's very dry in our region, and we haven't seen much of any rain in December. In fact, we haven't seen any rain in December. You can see from the chart that we have here, where this is the November rain total, and this is what we have so far in December. And as you can see, it's very little rainfall, and unfortunately, they anticipate drive the storms a little further north than California, so we'll have to see if how we fare as we go through the rest of the this rainy season. There is a breaking down of this La Nina condition later in February and in March, so we'll have a better portion of that season during those months. Once again, this is the standard graph that we show, and you can see we're very low, way down here on this end of where we are, and we should be, somewhere similar to here during normal operations. Reservoir-wise, you can see the reservoirs are drafting down some, and you can see here that we have 60% of average is our current level, and 63% of capacity. 36%, I should say. Let's see, taking in effect, 36%. And this is the average line here. Also in San Luis, we have the same type of condition. We're at 74% of average, only about 45% full at this particular time. This is more normal condition, but this is definitely much lower than we otherwise would have during this period. And these graphs kind of show a little bit in more detail of both Lake Oroville and then San Luis Reservoir. So closer to home, our actual treatment plant production has gone way down from what it was just a month ago, where we were looking at 30 and 40 million gallons a day. Back we're in our December low period, where you can see we're in between 14 to 16 million gallons a day. Running very, 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 very low capacities at the present time, which is not unexpected. As far as our geopurification processes, we continue to utilize geopurification for water quality. You can see we have approximately 14.4 million gallons a day coming from those sources. And as far as water banking, the only water banking we're doing is on the east side, and that's in order to compensate for the amount of water that we're removing from the basin as part of our geopurification processes. The lab update, we got a new GCMS. That's the new piece of equipment that's going to help us with our THM samples and working that through, and they still need to go through the training, but we did receive the device, and it's been set up in the lab. All of our annual samplings at the treatment plants were taken, and our last compliance sample for 2020 was scheduled for tomorrow. So you can see we're going to be pretty well done with all the standards that we need, and we're continuing to meet all drinking water standards coming out of all of our facilities. As far as the operation maintenance updates, you can see that we have Boyd Constructions working on several turnout structures. We have Calgon Carbon performing a GAC filter meter change out here at Quartz Hill plant, and we also took delivery of one mobile service body on our truck, and the next one's coming in the next 3 weeks. I'm happy to report that we have no confirmed COVID cases, and we're continuing to implement all the protocols. As far as events and schedules, we have a special board meeting scheduled for the 17th. We have our Christmas and New Year's holidays, and the Water Master is not the 27th of it's January. It's not the 11th. It's the 1st. So, but otherwise, my schedule, I'll be in the office for the next 2.5 weeks. I will be taking some time off between just before Christmas and a little bit between the Christmas and New Year holiday. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions? Okay, thank you very much for your report. Item number 11, director's reports. Do we have any directors that have anything to report? Okay, number 12, attorney report.
This is Tilden Kim. Nothing to report, Madam President.
Thank you very much. Item 13, does anybody have any requests for any future agenda items? Okay. We have a quiet meeting tonight. Okay, closed session. Do we have any reason to go into closed session?
We did not have any reason to go into closed session.
Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn. This is Director Lane.
I second that. It's Frank.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam. Sorry, Gary, I muted you. You're going to have to unmute yourself. We can come back to you. Audrey Miller,
Yes.
Robert Paris,
Yes.
Dustin Lane,
Yes.
Frank Donato,
Yes.
Keith Dias,
Yes.
Kelly Sourceable.
Yes.
Gary, were you able to unmute yourself? He's on the line. I must have messed him up. I'm sorry, Gary.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.